Playing shortstop, wearing the number 2, Marty Munoz. Playing second base, wearing the number 9, Caleb Milliken. Playing first base tonight, wearing the number 35, Cole Alexander. Catching for your Alaska GoldPanners tonight is number 17, Isaac Shuck. Your starting pitcher tonight for your GoldPanners is number 16, Nolan Meredith. The designated hitter tonight for your GoldPanners is number 21, Rafael Flores. And the rest of your Alaska GoldPanners, who are field managed by Mark Lindsay. He is assisted by Ryan Hansen, Jake Taylor, and Marcus Mastroboni. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you all kindly stand, remove any headgear, and place your head over your heart for the singing of the national anthem by Julie Benson, Kathleen Fager, and Stephanie Rozelle.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wonderfully done, ladies. All right, since tonight the Alaska GoldPanners are sponsored for hockey night, it seems most fitting that our ceremonial first pitch will be none other than the UAF mascot, Nook, to throw out the first pitch. Nook, you got this. Yeah, Nook wants to shake hands with you, Nolan. Don't be scared of the polar bear. Good job, Nook. That was a good pitch. All right, hockey fans and baseball fans, I want you to say play ball on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Excellent.
Welcome, everyone. It's hockey night here at the ball field. Growden Memorial Park, Fairbanks, Alaska, home of the Alaska GoldPanners baseball team. But tonight, it's hockey night here in the facility. And it is a drizzly, overcast night here in Fairbanks. It's a little dark, but hey, no big deal. Garo Von Deen with you live. Nook just threw out the ceremonial first pitch. The UAF Nanook mascot, the polar bear. Nanook, incidentally, is the native word for polar bear. Not an Eskimo boy, as in the Frank Zappa song. And Nook is high-fiving the GoldPanners in the dugout to our left. And the GoldPanners get set to take on the Inland Valley Pirates. What a series it's been. It has been a wild one. In the first 2 games, which were split, there have been a total of 42 runs scored on 54 hits. A lot of offense, 4 home runs, some shaky defense, 11 errors combined. It's been crazy. 2 big come-from-behind wins, 1 for each team. The Pirates taking game 1, GoldPanners taking game 2. And here we go. Chris Carlson on controls. I'm Garo Von Dane, and we are set to go here from Growden. And Nolan Meredith on the mound for Fairbanks. He will go against Matt Gonzalez for the Pirates. Nolan Meredith, the 5'10" right-hander from UC Davis, against Gonzalez, the 5'9" right-hander from the University of Colorado Springs. And the first pitch is hit high into right field by Austin Holler, and the right fielder Rimmer will make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Dan Garcia, followed by Brett Bowers, the designated hitter. Connor McKinney in the cleanup spot. Anthony Gibbons batting 5th. Kyle Dobson 6th. Isaiah Marquez in the 7th spot. Gabriel Rico batting 8th, and Anthony McFarland is in the 9th spot for the Pirates. Game 3 of this 6-game set in 5 days. And Nolan Meredith has had a great summer for the GoldPanners and gets the start here on hockey night. The weather has certainly kept some fans away. Usually this is a huge night here at the ballpark. Last year, hockey night was rained out in June, made it up at the very end of July. And today, unfortunately, we've got rain for hockey night. And we're going to have some guests here in the booth tonight. Some hockey flavor and some baseball flavor. So be sure to stick around for tonight's broadcast. The 3-ball pitch is in for a strike on Dan Garcia. Garcia from Riverside City College. 6-foot left-handed hitter against the righty Nolan Meredith. Meredith misses outside, so a 5-pitch walk with 1 out. Here in the first inning brings up Brett Bowers. Defensively for Fairbanks, catching for Nolan Meredith is Isaac Shook. Cole Alexander at first, Caleb Milliken at second, Marty Munoz at short, Griffin Harrison at third base. In the outfield, it's Dominic Hughes in left, Caden Clark in center field, and Sean Rimmer is in right. Runner at first with 1 out here in the top of the first inning. And Meredith's first pitch is a swing and a miss. Both games were kind of slow starting. I mean, there were some runs in the first few innings, but everything really picking up 4th, 5th inning each night. We'll see what kind of game we get tonight. Likely some more offense, although Nolan Meredith has been excellent this summer. If anyone can slow down this Pirates offense, it's Nolan. But they have proven to be able to swing the bats a little bit. We already know about the GoldPanners' hitting ability. There goes the runner, and the throw to second base. And the ball is there, and the tag is down. A perfect strike from Isaac Shook. The tag from Milliken, and the caught stealing goes 2-4. What a throw from Isaac Shook. GoldPanner defense looks like this. Shook catching. And I already gave you the rest, so there. The right-hander chops one towards third. Good scoop by Harrison, who throws across, and unable to make the play is Alexander over at first. I kind of lost track of that baseball. Did it sail past him or did it bounce?
No, it sailed past him.
So just in the air.
Now to bat for the Pirates. Number
So
35,
the first
Connor
error
McKinney.
of the night. Charge to the first baseman, Cole Alexander. There have been now 12 errors in the series, and we've just started game 3. That's combined, not just the Panners. And 1 on with 2 outs for Connor McKinney. McKinney's had a good series, 4 for 9 with 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and 4 runs scored. Well, the big first baseman, 6'5", 260 out of Citrus College. Chopped right side. Milliken's got it on to first, and that does it for the Pirates in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, 1 left on. GoldPanners coming to bat. Garrow Von Dane here at Growden Memorial Park in Fairbanks, Alaska on a cloudy, drizzly, coolish night. And the GoldPanners come to bat in the bottom of the first, no score. Good first inning for Nolan Meredith, and now Matt Gonzalez takes the hill for the Inland Valley Pirates out of the Sunset Baseball League. 5'9" righty from the University of Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs right in between Denver and Pueblo on I-25. And leading off for Fairbanks is Dominic Hughes. Brock Rudy getting the night off after being at the top of the order the last couple of nights. So Hughes, followed by Caleb Milliken. Rafael Flores is the designated hitter in the 3 spot. Sean Rimmer batting cleanup. Cole Alexander 5th. Isaac Shook 6th. The 7, 8, 9 spots as Hughes takes ball 1. It's 1-1. Griffin Harrison, Marty Munoz, and Caden Clark. Hughes, the sophomore from Kansas State, takes outside for ball 2. So a couple interviews lined up here tonight. Very soon here we're going to get assistant coach for the Hawaii Warriors, Dave Nakama, who's in town. And he is a former GoldPanner head coach as the right fielder Garcia slides in the wet grass going towards the fence in foul territory. The ball goes out of play. And Garcia is going to be wet the rest of the night. And that's what he's thinking right now. Great. So it's 2-2 on Hughes. So Dave Nakama is going to join us briefly. I don't think he's got a whole lot of time tonight, so we'll get as much as we can out of Dave. GoldPanner head coach in 2017, and he coaches a few of these GoldPanners that are Hawaii players. And great to catch up with Dave. And Hughes takes ball 4. A leadoff walk to Dominic Hughes, and that's trouble for any pitcher with the speedy Hughes on base. Later in the game, we will have hockey coach, head coach for the Alaska Fairbanks Nanooks, Eric Largen. And he was a great guest a year ago, so we look forward to being joined by Eric later in the game. Should be around the 5th inning. But Dave Nakama coming up in just a little bit here. Caleb Milliken, GoldPanner's second baseman. The junior from Pomona Pitzer out of Berkeley, California. Light rain continues to fall. Everybody asking me before the game, do you think we're going to get this game in? Yeah, as long as there's not lightning or really heavy rain, we should be fine. The dirt on the sliding pits, it takes a lot of rain to really mess those up because it drains so fast here. As long as it stays a drizzle, we should be good. At a strike called, it's 2-1. Behind home plate is Keith Jackson. David Noah is the first base umpire. And at third, it's Dwayne Clements. Down the right field line, on the move, and making the catch is Garcia. That is out number 1 to retire Milliken. Hughes remains at first base for the designated hitter Rafael Flores. Flores 4 for 7 in the series with 7 runs batted in. The Rio Hondo player. After Flores, it's Sean Rimmer. GoldPanners and Pirates game 3. Couple of wild games. Panners led 10-2 in game 1, only to lose 14-12. And then last night, Panners trailed 6-1 and scored 9 unanswered to win 10-6. Panners start the day 17 wins, 11 losses, 1 tie. Hughes, there he goes. The ball's down low in the dirt, so no throw. Hughes, a great jump and a stolen base, gets into scoring position. Hockey night here at the ballpark. And the Nanook mascot throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. Good old Nook. It has been some trying years for the Nanooks hockey program, but they are back in business. Financial issues and then COVID. Conferences splitting apart. But the Nanooks have weathered the storm. Great news for a community that loves their hockey. The 3-0 pitch is down low for ball 4, so a couple of walks in the inning. And 2 on with 1 out. And Sean Rimmer will stand in.
Now to bat for your goaltenders, number 22, Sean Rimmer.
It's cooler tonight, but it's comfortable. And we hope this rain is helping to quell some of the fires and help out the firemen who are working around the state. And there go the runners. The throw down the line to third. What a throw, but Hughes too fast. The throw was on the money, but Hughes gets in safely and both runners move up. 2 stolen bases for Dom. And Flores goes to second behind him. It's 0-1 on Rimmer with Cole Alexander on deck. Panners trying to strike first here in the bottom of the first inning. And Rimmer awaits the 0-1 from Gonzalez. He takes down low in the dirt. This game started at 2 minutes past 7 p.m. local time. Tomorrow night, another 7 p.m. game, and then a doubleheader on Sunday at 1. Rimmer lines one pass. Third baseman McFarland, a fair ball. Hughes comes in to score. Right behind him comes Flores. And a 2-run double for Sean Rimmer. Makes it 2-0 GoldPanners. Does that mean the Panners are going to lose since whoever gets the lead early loses?
Now to bat for your goaltenders, number 35, Cole.
And here's Cole Alexander. Hasn't been in the lineup for a few days, hitting-wise, but is on a 6-for-10 stretch at the plate. And he will try to bring in another GoldPanner run. Out in front of that one and fouls it off right side. And it's 0-1 on Alexander.
Brought to you by Hometown Physical
Sophomore
Therapy.
at Hawaii, Georgetown, Texas. Again, we plan to have a visit from assistant coach at Hawaii, Dave Nakama, here in a few minutes. That is, if he hasn't left for the Red Fox yet. Dave's got an early morning flight out of Fairbanks. Way outside, 1-2 on Alexander. Isaac Schuck on deck. 2 runs are in here in the bottom of the first inning. Outside ball 2. It's Anthony Gibbons catching for Gonzalez. Connor McKinney at first. Austin Holler at second. Gabriel Rico at short. Anthony McFarland, the third baseman. Kyle Dobson in left. Isaiah Marquez in center field. And Dan Garcia is in right. The 2-2. This is down low, 3-2. So Alexander falls behind 0-2 and now works the count full. With Schuck on deck. Swings and fouls that one off.
That foul ball brought to you by the Turtle Club.
Oh, that Turtle Club. I got to get out there. needs some prime rib. Another 3-2 here to Alexander with a runner at second. He swings and misses and strikes out. First strikeout for Gonzalez. That is out number 2 here in the bottom of the second. A 2-run double for Sean Rimmer as the GoldPanners on top. 2-zip here in the first. And now Isaac Shook has a chance to bring the runner in from second. Isaac, the junior from Francis Marion. Great throw to nail the runner at second. Dan Garcia in the top of the first. Strike called. Skips one in the dirt, stopped though by Gibbons. After Shook would be Harrison. Just a slight breeze right to left. It's kind of gusty, picks up, drops off. And the 1-1. In the dirt, that one gets through Gibbons to the backstop, so Rimmer jogs over to third on the wild pitch. And it's 2-1 on Shook. So Pirates head coach Charlie Reynoso a little concerned now, surely, about the control of his right-hander Matt Gonzalez. He's walked a couple, and now a wild pitch. Here in the first inning, 2-1 delivery is right there for strike 2. The 2-2. In the dirt, that gets away, and Rimmer will come in to score. Couple of wild pitches bring Rimmer in from second. And it's 3-0 GoldPanners. And you always see Charlie Reynoso just pacing around. You can see the wheels grinding. The 3-2, and he misses for ball 4. Third walk of the inning, and here comes Reynoso out to talk to his right-hander from the University of Colorado Springs. It's a little different weather than Colorado Springs, to be sure. The dry, arid, high altitude of the Springs. Colorado Springs also home to the United States Air Force Academy. Quick visit to the mound. Try and settle down the right-hander, probably saying something along the lines of, this is a very long game, man. Just, settle down, bear down. And let's throw some strikes and give our guys a chance to hit again. And now he gets ready to work to Harrison, who chops this one foul. 0-1 on Griffin Harrison, GoldPanner third baseman from Sacramento State. Well outside for a ball. 1-1 to Harrison with Shook at first base. Should Harrison reach, it would be Marty Munoz. Griff is the 7th batter here in the first inning. Check swing, couldn't hold it, goes around for strike 2. One thing we've learned so far in this series is that no lead is safe. Everyone in uniform tonight very aware of that. Down low, and runner takes off on a delayed steal and gets in. So Shook moves into scoring position. Chops it foul.
That foul ball.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Good top of the first inning for Nolan Meredith. Matt Gonzalez struggling here in the bottom of the first. Way outside, and it gets off of catcher Gibbons. And the runner goes around third and will stay there. 3. I mean, that is a wild pitch, but one Gibbons probably should have had. And now it's 3-2 on Griffin Harrison. Called strike 3. He gets the call, and that's it for the Panners here in the bottom of the first. They score 3 runs on 1 base hit. They leave a man on. It's 3-zip Gold Panners after 1. Dave Nakama just around the corner. So we're back here in Fairbanks, Growden Memorial Park. Garo Von Dane with you live, and the Gold Panners take a 3-0 lead in the first as we start the top of the second. Nolan Meredith out getting loose. He will face the 5, 6, and 7 spots in the batting order for the Pirates, Gibbons, Dobson, and Marquez. And as promised, I'm joined now by assistant coach for the Hawaii Warriors, Dave Nakama, former Gold Panner head coach. Welcome back to Fairbanks, Dave.
G-Man, thanks. It's great to be back, and
we got you now.
It's great to be back, and it's one of my favorite places and baseball experiences. So it's great to be here.
It's good to have you back. Is this your first time back to Fairbanks?
Yeah, first time since 2017.
Yeah.
So, yes, first time back. So fortunate.
Boy, it seems like yesterday, but 2017. 5 years ago, Meredith misses way inside on Gibbons. So what brings you back up here?
Well, the transfer portal is such a big part of athletics, college athletics now. So there's a few kids running around that are available. And so it's kind of a recruiting trip and gave me a chance to poke in and see some of the guys that are at the University of Hawaii. You know, Cole Alexander's coming, Sean Rimmer, and Blake Hiraki. So it gave me a chance to visit with those 3 guys and kind of check up on them.
And how do you feel about the summers those guys are having?
Well, baseball-wise, I think they're doing great. They're having great summers. It's been a great experience for all 3 of them. And so I think they're getting that great experience that the Gold Panners offers. So they're fortunate.
Gibbons draws the base on balls and the leadoff runner aboard for the Pirates. It brings up Kyle Dobson against Nolan Meredith. Hawaii assistant coach Dave Nakama joining me, Gold Panner head coach in 2017. So this will be is this going to be your second year at Hawaii?
Yeah, it'll be the start of our second year. It's a whole new staff with Coach Hill as the head coach, and he's doing a great job there. So we had a great year, our first year. It was the best year that Hawaii's had in the Big West. So hopefully we can build upon that in the coming years.
Yeah, what's it like coaching with Rich Hill?
It's great. He's such a great baseball man, and he's very confident in his assistant coaches. So it's a great opportunity and a great environment that he projects.
2 balls and a strike to Kyle Dobson with a runner at first and nobody out here in the top of the second inning. You also had one of my favorite guys, Buddy Pindell, who was a Gold Panner last year, just had a sensational summer. And what was his year like this year?
Buddy was steady. I mean, Buddy had, I would think, did the best, was probably one of the most reliable guys we had on our pitching staff. And as we talked about earlier today, he's playing independent baseball with the Boise Hawks, and he's had back-to-back pitchers of the week or pitcher of the month or something like that, but back-to-back awards. So he's doing great right now.
That's great. Buddy was awesome. He didn't give up an earned run or a walk until a good part into July last year. And, man, he was angry when he did. Full-on competitor, and he was upset about it. So hoping for good things for Buddy. I know that there was talk about getting him up here this summer, but chose the independent route. So he's in Boise. That's awesome. Kyle Dobson here with a 2-2 count, runner at first base. Dave Nakama from University of Hawaii joining me. It's just the Warriors now, right? They kicked out the rainbow thing years ago, or do they still kind of use it?
Yeah, that's interesting. We still use the rainbows, kind of like Rainbow Warriors, and the rainbows is such an old school way, it goes way back with them, so it's kind of hard to shake that.
I still miss those old football helmets with the rainbow on them and everything. That was in my day when they were in the WAC with my school, Utah, way back when. But maybe they'll bring the throwbacks back one of these days. So, Dave, let's go back to 2017 when you were coaching this Gold Panner team. I mean, what are some of your takeaways from that summer?
We had such a great group of guys. I think you and I were talking about some of the guys that we had, and Bessie's with the Dodgers and having a great career right now, a left-handed pitcher for us. But I think one of the greatest experiences was that Canada trip. We made that. We played in 2 different tournaments, and it was just such a great experience for our guys. That Canada trip, and some of the guys that come across, they still talk about it, and so it was great. It was great for all of us. Such a great summer.
Dobson grounds out 5-3. Gibbons goes to second on the play, 1 out. And a runner in scoring position for Isaiah Marquez. Yeah, of course, you're referring to the trips to Grand Forks, BC, which we just did a few weeks ago. And we also went to Kamloops then. That tournament not happening anymore, which is unfortunate. But, man, that's such a cool trip. It's a lot of fun. And when are the guys going to go to Canada, any other time in their life? A lot of them never will.
Exactly. And I think that's one of the beauties of the Gold Panners. They give these kids such great baseball opportunities that they would never get anywhere else. So, we were all very lucky.
Munoz throws across and takes care of Marquez 6-3. Going to third is Gibbons. Brings up Gabriel Rico. Dave Nakama of University of Hawaii joining me here, and head coach of the Panthers in 2017. You mentioned Alex Vesia, who was pitching for your team now with the Dodgers. Do you keep in touch or keep track of any of the other guys from that team?
Well, yeah, remember, I can't remember the names of those 2 kids we had that were at Cal State Fullerton. One of them was a center fielder for us, and one of them was a relief pitcher. And the interesting thing is in 2018...
Jimmy Endersby was one of them,
yes, yeah. When I was at the University of Washington, we played Cal State Fullerton in a super regional, and they were both there, and that was a tough deal because we wanted to win, and I wanted them to experience Omaha, but fortunately, we came out on top on that one and went to Omaha. So, but that's kind of the experiences I have with those guys. It's just running across them during the season and stuff. So, but they're all very grateful for their time here with the Gold Panners. So that's good to hear.
Popped up right side. That'll be caught by River. Goes out number 3. No runs, no hits. Dave, you got a couple more minutes for us?
Sure.
All right. We'll be back with more with Hawaii assistant coach, former Gold Panner head coach Dave Nakama. We're headed to the bottom of the second. It's 3-0 Gold Panners. We head to the bottom of inning number 2 here from Growden Memorial Park in Fairbanks, Alaska. It's hockey night here at the ballpark, but we're talking baseball with Hawaii assistant coach Dave Nakama. He was the Gold Panner head coach in 2017. And the Panners lead here 3-0, bottom of the second. Marty Munoz leads off, followed by Caden Clark, and then the top of the order, Dominic Hughes. And Dave, I was looking back at Panner records over the years, and your winning percentage in 2017 was 76. That's one of the highest numbers ever recorded for the Gold Panners. That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, that is. I didn't know that, but well, believe me, I stayed out of the way, and we had good players, so we were fortunate that summer, and I think it was the players that really made it fun, and you know, just getting good players from good programs and people that we knew well, and I think John put together a great staff and a great group of guys. So that was a great summer.
It was a really good summer, and I was talking last night just about how unique and different every summer is here. I've been here quite a few summers, and every one of them is its own story. You know, everything changes, and they all have just fantastic memories involved. Munoz batting here with a 3-2 count against Gonzalez, and he chops this one right side. It'll be fielded by McKinney, who flips to Gonzalez covering the bag. The 3-1 put out for out number 1. Hawaii assistant coach Dave Nakama joining me, 2017 Gold Panner head coach. And so your assistants, Mike Lopez and Mikey Nance that year, and a couple of great guys. And I know they had very fun summers, and they're still coaching. And is Mikey still at Willamette?
Yeah, Mikey Nance is at Willamette, and I'm telling you, he's doing a great job recruiting kids there. You know, they put up some great offensive numbers, and they've had really good teams at Willamette. And I know Michael Lopez is now the pitching coach at New Mexico, and I think he finished his first year at the University of New Mexico. So he's well on his way to being one of those young and upcoming pitching coaches. So I'm happy for both of them. They were great assistant coaches here and did a lot of the legwork here.
Ball and 2 strikes on Caden Clark with the bases empty and 1 away. Mike Lopez, of course, the son of legendary head coach Andy Lopez, who won almost 3 national championships with 3 different schools. And 2 very different type guys, though, but both very good baseball minds. And Mike Lopez, you got to believe his future's bright, too.
I got to think so. I mean, he was around that U of A program as a player, and and as a young kind of graduate assistant, and who better to be around than Coach Lopez? I mean, what a great resource he has been in my coaching life, and such a great man. So I know a lot of that has rubbed off on Michael, and I'm really happy for him. He's such a great person. So I think his future is really bright.
Clark called out on strikes, 2 away, and he just seems to me like one of those unshakable guys, that no matter what storm is going around with him, he can come out to the mound and be like, look, guys, everything's okay. And I'm sure he picked up a little bit of that from you, too, that summer, because you kind of have that demeanor.
Well, I think that's one of the qualities in a pitching coach. I think you really have to be steady because there's so many ups and downs on the mound, and pitching is such a big part of the game. So I think you're right. I think Michael's personality is very, very good. It's a very good quality that he has as far as being a pitching coach. So I think you're right. His future's bright, and I'm kind of excited to see what happens to him.
Yeah, me too. I text him every so often, just checking in. And he always hits me back, so it's good to hear from Mike. We'd love to see him again, and Mikey Nance, too. I heard from Mikey the other day. He was down in Florida. He didn't tell me what he was doing there, but that's where he is. But, man, oh, man, Panner summers are something else, and I'm sure you got a lot of great memories that you're going to keep with you for a long time.
Yeah, I think Fairbanks has a spot in my heart because even when I was coaching the Island Movers way back in the day, we were part of the Alaska League, and coming to Fairbanks was such a great experience as far as being an opposing coach. So when John gave me this opportunity to coach the GoldPanners, it was something I had to do. So thankful for John, and I really try to keep in touch with him, and looks like he's doing great things here for the Panners.
GM John Lorkey, of course. Dominic Hughes grounds one off the glove of first baseman McKinney, so he is safe with 2 outs. And, of course, we have to thank you for passing the name of Miles Kaiser on to the GoldPanners because he had 2 great years here in Fairbanks.
Yeah, Miles, what's interesting is Miles was a catcher for us at UW, University of Washington, my first year at Washington, and just one of those great kids that you knew was going to be a coach someday, and he has stayed in touch with me. So when John was looking for a coach, that's the first guy I thought about, and he's doing great things at Yavapai College and recruiting great kids. I think they went to the World Series a few years ago. So he's doing great things, and he did a great job here with the Panners.
Yeah, and he was fully immersed. He bought in right away and took it all in and became a Panner through and through. I know he was happy to take the job at Yavapai, moving on from Western Oregon, but he was also crushed because he was going to have to give up his GoldPanner job, and I know he really enjoyed it up here, and we enjoyed having him, and he had a great couple of summers. And Miles is, are you aware Miles has a young one on the way?
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
And I talk to Miles a lot because obviously Sean Rimmer is from Yavapai College, and there's another kid there, a catcher that we also got from Yavapai College through Miles. So
Alton Geiselman, yeah.
Geiselman, and so Miles has been, a very great resource for me as far as recruiting and things like that. So. It's just amazing how your baseball relationships always come full circle, somehow, and it's such a tight-knit group and a very special group. So I'm happy for Miles.
Yeah, me too. That's great news. My comment to him was, "What took you so long, man?" Let's go, Miles.
He's on the road a lot.
He and his wife have been together a long, long time. Young sweethearts together, and lifers for sure, and congratulations to them. November, and they're going to have a surprise. They're waiting it out to see what they're going to have, but hopefully all goes well for them. 0-1 here with a runner at second base, Caleb Milliken, with the Panners leading 3-0 in the bottom of the second, and he takes downstairs. So, Dave, what are you looking forward to this upcoming season?
Well, hopefully we can build upon what we did last spring, and just be consistent. You know, we have such a great following at the University of Hawaii as far as our fan base. So we got our work cut out for us to kind of duplicate what we did last year and improve on that. So, but it's a good problem for us to have. So we're excited about it.
Yeah, what the fans really come out for the games there?
Yeah, I think we were number 29 in the country as far as attendance. And, we sold out a few dates, and it was exciting. And I think the fans were excited about having some new blood in there. And it also helped that we won a few games. So it was exciting. Seeing the place packed up again, the Les was busy, and it was great.
One of my all-time favorite GoldPanners played at Hawaii, but that was way back when in 2002 and 2003. Tim Montgomery, center fielder, that just was sensational as a GoldPanner, making diving every few innings. He was fully laid out, making catches here in center field as Milliken draws the base on balls.
I'm hoping that we can keep that relationship going. Get some of our University of Hawaii players up to Fairbanks, and I told John that we got to keep that going, and every year at least make sure we got one guy or two guys from Hawaii on this ball club.
Yeah, definitely. There haven't been that many over the years, but yeah, great to have those relationships. And Panners are going to be in Salt Lake City later this summer. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if you ever get out there, but it's such a great town, and that's where we're going to end the season this year. Do you ever get out to Salt Lake?
I don't, but our recruiting coordinator has been out there. We've had some success out there getting a couple of Utah kids, and I think we have one coming in next year. So that is a place that we've been out recruiting. So definitely a good spot for us.
Rafael Flores at the plate with Gold at the corners, 2 outs. Hawaii assistant coach Dave Nakama joining me here in the press box. You got an early morning flight tomorrow, Dave?
Yeah, early morning. I think it's a 6 a.m. flight back to Seattle. So gets me in there in time to go see some games tomorrow. So it's never ending. It's one place to another, and there's always games going on. So.
What game are you going to tomorrow?
Well, there's a Seattle Northwest Championships for different clubs up there. So I'm going to catch the tail end of it, and then it'll be on to Arizona on Sunday for World Wood Bat Championships in Surprise, Arizona. So, yeah, there's things going on here, and
not a bad life, Dave.
No.
Not a bad life.
I'm not looking forward to the heat in Arizona, but
oh man,
a lot of baseball going on there in that state.
Oh yeah, any of these warm weather states, but yeah, I'm with you. I can't handle that crazy heat that's there. Runners at second and third now with 2 outs and a 3-2 count on Flores, who walked and scored in the first inning. It's 3-0 Panners. Gonzalez in some trouble here, and he misses down low for ball 4. So Flores takes the base on balls. So you were only here for yesterday's game, right?
Yes, I was here yesterday.
It was an impressive hitting display. Pitching struggled a bit yesterday.
I told John that it just seems like the
Now to bat for your GoldPanners.
college baseball. I mean, we're so worried about how many innings and how many pitches kids are throwing in the summer, and you almost have to go after the guys who don't pitch as much during the year and give them that opportunity in the summer for them to develop, and I think that's the way baseball is going to go, especially college baseball, where they're so worried about, pitch count and things like that. So it's hard to find pitching.
Sean Rimmer will be at Hawaii this year. He stands in with a 2-ball, no-strike count. Hit 4 home runs pretty quickly this summer. Hasn't hit one in a little while, but certainly has a lot of power in that bat.
Yeah, he had a great year at Yavapai College. I think he hit 18 home runs, and he was an All-American, and saw him a few times in Arizona and knew that he'd be a great fit for us. So excited to see him on campus this fall.
Oh, they throw to third base, and they tag Dominic Hughes out. The count was 3-1, and they pick off Hughes at third. And that's it for the second inning. Dave, thank you so much for joining us here, man. It's great to see you back, and best of luck down the road, and take care of these Panners.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure and great seeing you, G-Man. You're one of my favorite guys.
Oh, thanks,
Appreciate
Dave.
it, man.
Means a lot, man. Back in just a minute. Shook will get things started, followed by Blake Hiraki and Marty Munoz. And this one is hit hard and deep to left field off the bat of Shook, and it's on to Second Avenue. A solo home run for Isaac Shook, and it's 6-2. And the crowd right back into this one.
For number 17, Isaac Shook.
16th home run for the GoldPanners this summer. And there goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Throw to second base is right there. Does Munoz get the tag down? He does. Caught stealing, goes 2-6. Hiraki to Munoz. Second out of the inning. This one is going to drop into left center field. A base hit for Milliken. Hiraki scores. Here comes Munoz behind him. The throw to third misses and goes to the Panner dugout. And around comes Rudy. He will score. It is a 6-5 game. The Panners are right back in it. All the way to third goes Milliken on the play. But don't know if he's going to be here. This one's got to pass the diving Munoz into left field. Ball is scooped by Rudy. Runner is waved home. The throw to the plate is there. The tag is down and out at the plate is Batten. What a throw from Brock Rudy. We head to the top of the third inning with the Panners in front 3-0. Dominic Hughes picked off at third base to end the second inning with the bases loaded and a 3-1 count on Sean Rimmer. And now we go to inning number 3. And it's Anthony McFarland. He'll be followed by the top of the order, Austin Holler and Dan Garcia. Garrow Von Dane here in Fairbanks. The rain is falling pretty heavy right now, just straight down, not much wind. And this one is lined to right for a base hit for McFarland going the other way. That is the first hit of the night for the Inland Valley Pirates off of Nolan Meredith, so he'll have to deal with a runner at first base and nobody out. The ponchos are coming out here on Hockey Night. Hey, how cool was that? Dave Nakama joining us here in the press box. His first time back since he was the head coach of the team back in 2017. And he alluded to the transfer portal and the reasons for him being up here. And we'll have some more news in the coming days. That's about all I can say. Meredith turns to throw to first and slips and falls as it's starting to get wet here with the consistent rainfall. Big thanks to Dave Nakama joining us, the Hawaii assistant coach under former big leaguer Rich Hill. Had a great year this year, did Hawaii. And now with the players they're adding, should be taking another step forward at that program. Man, Dave was a great guy, or is a great guy. I had a lot of fun with him in the summer of 2017. And the assistant coaches that we talked about, Mike Lopez and Mikey Nance. It was a really fun summer. 76% winning percentage that year. And some of those players he talked about, the one he was trying to think of was Mitch Berryhill, who had an incredible career at Cal State Fullerton and had a great summer with the GoldPanners as an outfielder. And the other Fullerton player, Jimmy Endersby, I understand is having a lot of success in the minor leagues right now. High pop fly, and it's cut by Harrison. For out number 1, staying at first base is McFarland. And brings up Dan Garcia, who walked back in the first inning.
Pirates, number 20, Daniel Garcia.
That team went 29-9 in 2017. back-to-back runner-up trophies in Grand Forks and Kamloops, 2 really tough losses. But a great year, great summer. And we wish nothing but the best for Knox, Dave Nakama. One and one, Nolan Meredith to Dan Garcia. And that's not our only interview of the night. We will have Eric Largent, the head coach of the Alaska Fairbanks Nanooks Division I hockey program. Oh, what a shame we got this heavy rain here tonight on hockey night. Poor Nook is getting soaked. The Nanooks mascot. Is Nook going to be part of the 7th inning stretch tonight? We got to get Nook involved. Yeah, we got to get Nook out there if we can. Although he might have already gone back to his floating ice. Nook brought me a jersey a couple years ago, which was awesome. Basketball jersey, which are impossible to get your hands on. This one is popped down the left field line. Will it be fair? Yes. It lands right in front of Hughes, and the runner tries to go to second, and he's tagged out at third. Oh, boy. McFarland tagged out 7-5. Those are base running mistakes for both teams in the last inning or so, and now Garcia bats with 2 away. We are in the top of the 3rd inning here at Growden. Garrow Von Dane here in the press box, nice and dry. This one is blooped over the head of Meredith and scooped by Milliken, who makes the tag of the runner going to second. And that's it for the Pirates here in the 3rd. We played 2.5. It's 3-0 GoldPanners. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning here from Growden Memorial Park, Fairbanks, Alaska. A drizzly, rainy night here on hockey night at the ballpark. And The GoldPanners enjoying a 3-0 lead as we start the bottom of the third. Sean Rimmer will lead off. He was at the plate when Dom Hughes was picked off at third with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the second inning. And Rimmer will start his at-bat over. He doubled in a pair of runs back in the first and came in to score. A 3-run first inning for the GoldPanners is the difference. Rimmer, Alexander, and Schuck due up here in the third inning. And the first pitch to Sean is crushed to left field. This ball is on to Second Avenue. It bounces to the curling club wall. Sean Rimmer, a leadoff solo home run here in the third inning, and it's 4-0 GoldPanners. Say it with me, it's a rim shot. Rimmer's 5th of the year for the soon-to-be Hawaii Rainbow Warrior. And the fists are pumping outside the Panner dugout. And high fives all around.
Number 35, Cole Alexander.
All the way to the curling club, beyond the left field fence and across Second Avenue. That's the 5th home run in this 3-game series. GoldPanners now with a home run in each game. And Alexander takes strike 1 from the new pitcher. He didn't get a chance to introduce Mr. Garcia yet. Nathaniel Garcia out of Chaffee College, the 6'4" right-hander. He gives up the home run to Rimmer and now faces Cole Alexander. So just 2 innings of work for Matthew Gonzalez. He only allowed 1 base hit, but he gave up 3 runs, walked 5, and struck out 3. Also threw some wild pitches. And that's all for Gonzalez, and he makes way for Garcia. Garcia pitched yesterday just 2/3 of an inning, gave up 3 runs on 3 hits. He was the second pitcher of the game yesterday.
That foul ball brought to you by Tommy G's Meat and Sausage.
Cole Alexander struck out swinging in the first inning. 4-zip GoldPanners. Swings and misses a pitch down in the dirt. A couple of strikeouts for Cole. That is the first out here in the third inning. Sean Rimmer now 3 runs batted in today.
Now to bat for your GoldPanners.
And here's Isaac Schuck.
Isaac Schuck.
Walked in the first inning. Threw out a runner back in the first. Trying to steal second. Kids with hockey jerseys tonight get in free. I see a youngster with a Sidney Crosby jersey on. The big 3 with the Penguins are back. Shockingly, all year long in Pittsburgh, this is the end of the big 3. A couple of free agents, and they signed them both. Christopher Letang and Evgeny Malkin. All back together with Sid the Kid. It's called a strike. It's 2-1 on Isaac Schuck. There's, of course, a huge hockey community here in Fairbanks. NHL allegiances are spread all out, although the Seattle Kraken are trying to break into this market because Seattle is kind of the sports market that many gravitate to because the Root Sports affiliate in Seattle is the same one that exists here in Alaska. So you get a lot of Seahawk fans here and Mariner fans. Plus, it's the closest city in the lower 48 to Alaska. And it's a 5-pitch walk to Schuck. He's walked twice in the game. And here's Griffin Harrison, who struck out in the first inning, and here comes head coach Charlie Reynoso. No one's throwing in the pen. And Charlie has got to be frustrated with the walks in the game. Gonzalez walked 5 in 2 innings. And then he heads out to talk to new pitcher Nathaniel Garcia. A 4-0 lead for Fairbanks. Looking for more here in the third, but as we've said, no lead is safe. Panners led by 8 in the 6th inning in game 1 and lost by 2. If you like offense, this is the series for you, apparently. Meanwhile, Nolan Meredith, he's not a big fan of it, unless it's coming from his team. He's put up 3 zeros so far. Starting pitcher for the GoldPanners. Inside for a ball, it's 1-1 to Griff. Called out on strikes to end the first inning. He bats here with a runner at first and 1 out. 1 run is in. Solo home run for Rimmer. That ball off the glove of catcher Gibbons, and Shook jogs to second base on the pass ball. You wonder if the water, the rain is playing into this with the wild pitches and pass balls. Quick conversation between the battery mates, and now Garcia back to work. To Harrison with a 2-1 count. Swing and a miss out in front, 2-2.
That foul ball brought to you by Ringstead Law Office.
The 2-2. The runner in scoring position. Takes inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. After Harrison is Marty Munoz. Seems like the rain has slowed. Some of the ponchos have come off. Be nice if the sun fought its way through. But as I said earlier, hopefully this rain is falling where it's needed most on some of those fires, some of the many fires around the state. We had a beautiful day and night yesterday. That's in the dirt for ball 4, so another walk. 7 walks issued by Pirates pitchers. 7 walks in 2 1/3.
Now to bat for your GoldPanners, number 2, Marty Munoz.
And nobody's throwing in the pen for the Pirates. This is game 3 of a 6-game in 5-day series. In the dirt to Munoz. They throw to second, runner gets back safely.
Nope.
Munoz squared around and then pulled back and takes ball 2. The home run by Sean Rimmer led off this bottom of the 3rd. Alexander struck out swinging. Shook and Harrison both walked. 1 out. And the pitch is called a strike.
Nope.
Garcia steps off. Munoz and then Caden Clark due up. Munoz hits this one into shallow center field. It will drop for a base hit. And then it's zooed by Marquez in center, and the ball is rolling all the way to the warning track. 2 runs will score, and here comes Munoz. He will stop at third base. Oh boy, Marquez missed the baseball. He was lining up to just field it on a hop and throw it in, and the ball gets past him and goes all the way to the warning track in center field. It allows Shook and Harrison both to score. It is 6-0 Gold Panners. A single and a 2-base error. And Caden Clark, the batter, takes down low. Six-0 lead here in the third. Pirates led 6-1 yesterday and lost 10-6. 2-1 count to Clark from Dixie State. Pops this one towards the beer garden.
Beer garden.
And onto the roof.
Since I hit the roof of the beer garden
beer
over there,
pavilion.
that foul ball is sponsored by Big Daddy's Barbecue.
I see our good buddy Shaq down there in the beer garden, hanging out with General Manager John Lorkey. Shaq, there's a few of them. He's one of the mayors of Fairbanks, unofficially.
That foul ball brought to you by Fairbanks Daily News Miner.
Two balls and 2 strikes on Clark. We'll have to get the GM of the Gold Panners up here during a game. Have him chat a little bit about what's going on with the Panners and on and off the field. Great chat with former Gold Panner head coach Dave Nakama.
That ball brought to you by Alaska Aero Fuel.
In the second inning today. So if you missed that, you can rewind after the game and catch that interview. Good stuff with the Hawaii assistant coach. Dave also has had a couple of stints at University of Washington, as he talked about. And then had the chance to go home to Hawaii after Rich Hill was hired and jumped on the opportunity. Ball 4 to Clark. 3 walks in the inning issued by Nathaniel Garcia. And again, there's nobody throwing in the pen for the Inland Valley Pirates. And here's Dominic Hughes. He's been on base twice with a walk and reached on an error. Fouls this one back.
That foul ball brought to you by Alaska Universal Productions.
Well, you know, the Pirates aren't used to weather like this. Really, the Panners haven't seen much of this weather either this summer. Runner goes. Clark on his way to second, head first slide. He's out. 2-6. Gibbons to Rico. Good throw from Gibbons. Hughes batting now with 2 outs. The 1-1. Up and in, 2 balls and a strike. Dave Nakama just sending me a text. I missed Rimmer's home run. Where did he hit it? You can watch it later on PannerVision, Knox. 3-1 on Dominic Hughes with the runner at third base and 2 outs. And it's ball 4. Hughes has been on base all 3 times here in the ball game. That is the 4th walk of the inning for Garcia and the 9th walk for Pirates pitchers.
Number 9, Caleb Milliken.
Caleb Milliken walked once. Only 3 GoldPanners have not walked in the game. And there's a strike. One and one to Milliken, who lined to right and walked in the second inning. That 2017 team that Dave Nakama coached lost their first 2 games to the Seattle Studs on the road and then won 14 of their next 16. Lost in the championship of the Grand Forks International 3-2 to the Seattle Studs. The Studs flew in a professional pitcher just for that game. And the Panners lost 3-2. And then lost to the Studs in the championship in Kamloops 6-5 on an error. Panners went 9-1 down the stretch that season. Had a great year. Here's the 2-2. Fouled back and out of play by Milliken.
That foul ball brought to you by the Glass Doctor. The Glass Doctor specializes in fixing all pains.
That year, the team went 23-3 at Growden. 23-3. Grounded to third. Scoop by McFarland. Gets Milliken on the 5-3 putout. Panners send 8 batters to the plate and score 3 runs. They lead at 6-0 through 3.
Connor McKinney.
Connor McKinney will lead off for the Inland Valley Pirates as we go to inning number 4 here from Growden Memorial Park, Fairbanks, Alaska. Hockey night here at the ballpark. The GoldPanners leading 6-0. 6 runs on 4 hits. No runs, 2 hits. Actually, is that right? I only have 3 hits in my book. And a liner to third for the first out of the inning as Bowers is retired. Yeah, I'm only seeing
the Pirates, number 4, Anthony Gibbons.
3 GoldPanner hits. And 1 hit for the Pirates. Six runs on 3 hits for Fairbanks. No runs, 1 hit for the Pirates.
Oh, I don't know. Shoot.
And Meredith misses down and away.
Just 2 balls. 2-0, right?
2-0 to McKinney. Now that's Gibbons.
Heads up. Shaved Ice Sisters, heads up. Since that foul ball is headed that direction, that foul ball is sponsored by the Shaved Ice Sisters.
3 balls and a strike to Gibbons, who walked his first time up. 1 out and the base is empty. Nolan Meredith putting up 0 so far. Thought he had strike 2. And now he strikes him out. 2 away here in the 4th inning, and Kyle Dobson will stand in with the bases empty.
Now up to bat for the Pirates, number 27, Kyle Dobson.
The Pirates were held to 2 runs through 4 innings yesterday. Got 2 in the first on a 2-run home run for Daniel Garcia. Scored 4 in the 5th to take that 6-1 lead, but they would not only relinquish that lead, but lose 10-6. Today the GoldPanners with a 6-0 lead in the top of the 4th. Dobson grounded out to third his first time up. Lions this one over the glove of Meredith into center field for a base hit, second hit of the game for the Inland Valley Pirates out of the Sunset Baseball League. Tomorrow night we'll start at 7 p.m. again.
Pirates, number 29,
Weekend
Isaiah
action, and then
Marquez.
Sunday a 1 p.m. doubleheader, 2 7-inning games separated by about a half hour or so. Every game right here on PannerVision. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Grab the mouse, click the link to subscribe to PannerVision broadcasts on YouTube. And we'll carry you all the way through the summer. Swing and a miss from Marquez, who grounded out to short his first time up. And of course, go ahead and follow the Panners on Facebook and Instagram, where you can see all of Alexis's pictures. She took about 500 yesterday, that's all. Swing and a miss. And of course on Twitter, we try to keep you up to date as much as possible. You can follow me, the GoldPanners, at Real GoldPanners. You can follow me at Voice of G-Man. And our friend McKinley running the TikTok for the GoldPanners. Meredith, quick throw to first, but he throws it past Alexander to the fence, and the runner will go to second base. E1 moves Dobson to second. Second error charged to the GoldPanners tonight. And Isaac Shook comes out to just take a moment, calm a few things down. And refreshments have arrived, courtesy of Frosty Hooters downstairs. The concession stand here at Growden. Marquez with a 1-ball, 2-strike count against Nolan Meredith with 2 outs and a runner at second base. Panners leading 6-0, top of the 4th. On a rainy night in Fairbanks. And here is the 1-2, and he throws it in the dirt well in front of home plate. It goes to the fence. And so a wild pitch allows Dobson to go to third. But all Meredith has to do is take care of Marquez, and no worries. Runner at third. Here's the 2-2. Pop back and over the press box.
That foul ball brought to you by the Usability Coal Mine.
Yesterday, the Panners winning their first game here at Growden since June 21st. Lost 5 in a row. And they shake that off with the win last night, comeback style. They're going to try to start putting together a winning streak. It's 3-2 on Marquez. Blows it by him for strike 3. Meredith, 4 scoreless for the GoldPanners. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. It's 6-0 Fairbanks. Rafael Flores leads off for the Alaska GoldPanners of Fairbanks. In the bottom of the 4th inning, GoldPanners enjoying a 6-0 lead over the Inland Valley Pirates. A series filled with offense. But Nolan Meredith has kept the Pirates off the board tonight through 4 on just 2 base hits. GoldPanners with 6 runs on only 3 hits. But a pile of walks issued by Pirates pitchers. 5 for the starter Gonzalez. and 4 in 1 inning for Garcia. This one's grounded towards short, backhanded stop. The throw across is off the mark, and Flores is safe at first base. Flores aboard.
Now to bat for your GoldPanners, number 22,
with an infield hit.
Rimmer.
And Sean Rimmer, the batter, he is doubled in a pair of runs back in the first, came in to score. Solo home run in the 3rd inning for Rimmer. A rim shot onto 2nd Avenue. It bounced to the curling club wall. Base hit over the 3rd base bag for Rimmer. It goes all the way into the corner. Flores will be waved around. He will score. Rimmer with his 3rd extra base hit of the night. A double right over the 3rd base bag. He's got 4 runs batted in.
Now to bat for your GoldPanners, number 35, Cole Alexander.
And here's Cole Alexander. We hope to be joined by Alaska Fairbanks Nanook's head hockey coach, Eric Largen, when we go to the 5th inning. Cole Alexander, meanwhile, will stand in. His 3rd plate appearance, he has gone down swinging twice so far, once against each pitcher.
That foul ball brought to you by Alaska Field
Temperature has
Distributors.
certainly dropped here tonight, and under cloudy skies, the rain has stopped. It is a moist night here at the ballpark. A right-hander is starting to throw for the Pirates in the bullpen. And Alexander fouls this one back and out of play, 0-2.
That foul ball brought to you by State Farm Insurance.
After Alexander is Shook. He takes a ball, it's 1-2. Fouled off into the GoldPanner dugout, and a catch
Good
is
catch
made.
down there in the dugout.
I think it was Steven Vasquez who made the grab.
By Chevrolet
Off the
Lithia
netting.
Fairbanks.
And it's still 1-2 here on Alexander. Another foul ball to the Panner dugout. That one hits the gate in front.
That foul ball brought to you by Kinross Fort Knox.
Still seeing the water planes flying overhead all day long. They land in ponds and lakes, scoop up water, and then fly off and drop it over fires, the forest fires. And pretty cool. I mean, there's 3 million lakes to choose from in Alaska, literally. This one is hit down the left field line, and it is a foul ball by 12 inches.
That foul ball brought to you by Wendy's.
And home plate umpire Keith Jackson needs a fresh load of baseballs. Runner at second, nobody out. And 1 run is in. There's a 7-0 lead for Fairbanks. Ripped down the right field line, but it goes foul out of play.
That foul ball brought to you by Doyon Utilities.
And the pitcher that was warming up for the Pirates is Wyatt Johnson. He's now running in one of the empty spots out in foul territory, trying to stay loose and warm, should he be called upon. 2-2 on Alexander. It has been a tough outing for Nathaniel Garcia. He's in his second inning of work, trying to record an out here in the second. In the first, he faced 8 batters,
That foul ball brought to you
walked
by
4,
Laborers, local Niner,
gave up a home
4-2.
run and a single, and given up an infield hit and a double so far here in the fourth, and he misses inside for ball 3. And a 3-2 pitch, time is called. And it hits him.
That hit by
2
pitch
on.
is brought to you by
A
Soderbergh
long at bat
Law
comes to an end
Office.
with a hit
You've been
by
hit by a
pitch.
pitch. You might call Bill and he can get you rich.
And what's Charlie Reynoso going to do? He'll pace, that much we know.
Now up to bat for your goaltenders, number 17, Isaac.
Control
Schuck.
problems tonight for the Pirates pitchers. And here's Isaac Schuck, who has walked twice in the game and scored. And he takes ball 1. Every Goldpanner has reached safely tonight. And we're in the 4th inning. Hit right side, sliding to his left is Holler. He makes the play to first. That is the first out of the inning as Schuck is retired. Both runners move up 90 feet. And now Griffin Harrison will bat with runners at second and third and 1 away.
Now up to bat for your goaltenders, number 12, Griffin Harrison.
In 3 1/3 innings, the Panners have had 16 base runners. 16 base runners in 3 1/3. And 5 hits. Kind of tells you the story. Panners made the most of their hits. Rimmer with a home run and 2 doubles. Single for Munoz. Single for Flores. Ball and a strike on Harrison, who's 0 for 1, walked and scored. Takes outside, ball 2. The 6'4", 200-pound right-hander from Chaffee, Nathaniel Garcia, trying to get through this 4th inning without giving up any more runs. 7-0, not insurmountable, as we've seen. But it's pretty tough to do while Nolan Meredith is pitching the way he is. Strike called, it's 2-2. One out. Harrison the batter, Munoz on deck. And it's ball 3. Big pitch coming up here for Garcia. And he gets a swing and a miss and a strikeout of Harrison. That's the second out of the inning and brings up Marty Munoz, who's having a 1-for-2 night. And a lefty-righty matchup in Munoz.
Number 2, Marty
Munoz had a good little
Munoz.
stretch lately. He is now 4 for his last 9. Had his first home run of the year a couple of nights ago. He's got a double mixed in. He has scored 4 runs in that span. And swings and fouls this one back to the wall. Again, hope to be joined by Nanook's head hockey coach, Eric Largen, when we go to the 5th.
At Gold Daughters for more information.
Munoz takes inside for ball 1. And it's popped high and out of play. Ball and 2 strikes.
That foul ball
So
brought to you
Garcia
by
strike
Alaska
away
Lace.
from stranding a couple of base runners and limiting the damage here in the 4th. If Munoz should reach, it would be Caden Clark. And here's the 1-2, and he gets Munoz to strike out, back-to-back strikeouts to end this 4th inning. We're going to the 5th. It's the Panners 7, Pirates nothing.
For the Inland Valley Pirates, number 25, Gabriel Rico.
7-0 Gold Panners as we start the 5th inning. And leading off for the Inland Valley Pirates is Gabriel Rico out of the 8th spot. Anthony McFarland will follow, and then the top of the order, Austin Haller. 7 runs on 5 Gold Panner hits. The Pirates have been held scoreless on 2 hits. This one is rolled right back to the mound. Meredith calmly scoops. Underhand toss to first base. Rico is out number 1. What a start for Nolan Meredith. No runs through 4 1/3. And just those 2 singles given up.
Anthony McFarland.
He has walked 2. They haven't hurt him, though. He walked the leadoff batter in the 2nd, then got a couple of ground outs and a pop out. And now Meredith to Anthony McFarland, who is the recipient of one of those base hits tonight for the Pirates. Seven-zip Gold Panners. 2 errors have not hurt Fairbanks. And it's 2-0.
Nope.
Smallish but vocal crowd here tonight on Hockey Night. Again, this is usually a very big crowd here for Hockey Night, but rain and cool temperatures have hurt, and there's a fastball that hits McFarland.
That foul ball brought to you by Satterberg Law Office.
Well, that wasn't a foul ball.
Don't call Saul, call Bill.
That was definitely not a foul ball.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Pirates, number 11, Austin Holler.
Top of the order for Austin Holler. Hit batsman puts a runner at first base with 1 out. Pirates trying to get on the board and start cutting into this Panner lead, but Meredith has other ideas and will work to Holler, who's 0 for 2 with a fly out. Popped up in foul territory in his second plate appearance. Dobson and McFarland, the only players with a base hit so far tonight for Inland Valley. Up and away from Meredith, it's 1-0. Austin Holler from Santa Ana College, 6'1", left-handed hitter. It was a good start tonight, last night for Blake Griffin for the Pirates. Through his first 6 innings, gave up just 2 runs. Gave up a couple of base hits in the 7th and then left, and those inherited runners came in to score, so the ERA took a little hit there, but all in all, a good outing. Had his team in the game. Had them leading. But things fell apart thereafter. Panners scoring 5 runs in the 7th, 3 more in the 8th to win 10-6. That one is hit high and deep into right field, but towards center goes Rimmer and waits for it to come out of the sky for out number 2. And we go to Dan Garcia, who is 0 for 1 with a walk so far. Garrow Von Dane here at Growden. It's not raining anymore, but the temperature has certainly dropped. Some blankets are out. Everybody's got a jacket on. Some rain ponchos, umbrellas. We get a little bit more of this in the month of July. Some more clouds, some more rain, cooler nights. And when August rolls around, look out. Because fall is on the way. And it is as Tom Kiefer once said, a long, cold winter. Throw to first, runner back safely. It was a brutal winter up here this past year. Lots of snow fell here in Fairbanks. Everybody got a good workout on a daily basis with the shovels. Two balls and no strikes to Garcia. 2 outs and a runner at first base. Top of the 5th. Popped up, right field. Rimmer started back, now comes in, but going out to make the play is Milliken from second base. No runs, no hits, 1 left on. We've played half a ball game. It's the GoldPanners by 7.
For you fans,
Caden Clark will lead off for Fairbanks, bottom of the 5th inning. GoldPanners leading 7-zip, 7 runs, 5 hits, couple errors, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. And Clark takes a strike. Seven runs on 5 hits. Control problems have roughed up the Pirates tonight. 9 walks and a hit batsman. And now the 3rd inning of work for Nathaniel Garcia, the 6'4" right-hander, who has labored through 2 innings. Gets a swing and a miss. He did strike out the last 2 batters of the 4th inning and has retired 3 straight after giving up 4 runs in an inning. Foul ball right side. It's 2-2 on Caden Clark, who's 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. Also struck out back in the 2nd.
To be a gold digger, literally.
Liner above the Pirates dugout.
That foul ball brought to you by Bigfoot Pumping and Thawing.
Bullpen really came through for Fairbanks yesterday. Have to point that out. Braun had a tough outing, 4 innings, 6 runs, 3 earned on 7 hits. He walked a couple, hit 2 batters. But Pinal and Trotman, 5 scoreless on just 3 base hits. So really over the last 7 innings, or make that 8 innings, the Pirates haven't done a whole lot with the bats.
That foul ball brought to you by Sourdough Transfer.
Over the last 8 innings, they have been held off the scoreboard. On just 5 base hits, and Caden Clark hurt something on that swing. He's trying to walk it off right now. Right now, it looks like he's got no shot of swinging the bat. And head coach Mark Lindsay is going to make a move. No reason to chance anything. So, well, he's going to talk to him, and Caden's going to stay in. I mean, Caden says he's all right. Boy, it does not look comfortable right now, though. Unless it was a foot thing, it was hard to tell what he hurt there. It looked like a back or an oblique at first, but if it was a foot thing, then I get it. And he's limping a little bit after that swing, so maybe it was. That makes a little more sense.
That foul ball brought to you by Teamsters Local Niner 5-9er.
3-2 to Clark, leading off the bottom of the 5th. And he hits this one to left, right at the left fielder Dobson. And Clark is out number 1. Brings up Dominic Hughes at the top of the order. The Panners got 3 in the 1st. 3 more in the 3rd, and 1 in the 4th. And really could have had a lot more. And run into an out. A couple outs. But Sean Rimmers had a huge night already with a home run and 2 doubles and 4 runs batted in. Hughes pops this one high and out of play.
Watch out, kids. That foul ball brought to you by Local 71.
8:55 p.m. local time. We started this one at 7:02.
Hard for your Alaska.
Down and in on Hughes. Base is empty with 1 away. And it's 2 balls and a strike to Dom, who walked, stole 2 bases, and scored in the first inning. Reached on an error, and the second was picked off at third with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And walked in the third inning. He's been on base all 3 times, and he's in front here, 3 balls and a strike. And it's ball 4. And I don't have it, but I wish I knew the pitch count on Garcia right now. He is throwing a lot of pitches through 2 1/3.
Now to bat for your GoldPanners, number 9, Caleb Milliken.
Normally Henry keeps track of that. Henry is busy with washed out highways elsewhere in the state for his day job. And here's Caleb Milliken, 0 for 2 with a walk. Hughes at first. Milliken lines this one to left, a base hit. This one's in the gap. And it's going to roll all the way to the wall. Hughes will come all the way around to score. And Milliken safe at second. Now he's going to take off for third because the ball got away from the cutoff man.
Oh, baby, triple! Oh, yeah!
A double and an error. Hughes comes in to score, give Milliken the RBI, and he winds up at third on the error. And it's 8-0 Fairbanks in front for Rafael Flores.
Number 21, Rafael
And now
Flores.
the bullpen will get started for the Inland Valley Pirates. Way outside for ball 1. Two and 0. The inning started with a line out by Clark. And then Hughes walked on 5 pitches. Milliken doubled him in. Goes to third on an error. And now is at third base with 1 out and a 2-ball, 1-strike count on Flores, who has reached safely in all 3 plate appearances with a single and, yeah, you guessed it, a couple walks. And lines this one into left center field. Flores drives in another GoldPanner run. It is 9-0. Flores all the way to second with a double. And the Panners are rolling here tonight. 9-0. No one's having a better night than this guy, Sean Rimmer.
Number 22, Sean Rimmer.
A home run, 2 doubles, 4 runs batted in, 2 runs scored. Still just 1 out in the inning. A right-hander throwing in the pen for the Inland Valley Pirates. A strike from Garcia. Rimmer with Alexander to follow. And it's chopped foul. Panners have scored in every inning with the exception of the second. They had the bases loaded in the second inning but did not score. Rimmer with a ball and 2 strikes. Flores at second base fouls this one off. Back-to-back doubles from Milliken and Flores. Have the Panners in front 9-0. We've seen a couple of big comebacks in the first two games. No one has led by 9. Panners' 8-run lead slipped away in game 1, and Rimmer's called out on strikes. He's retired for the first time tonight and brings up Cole Alexander, who's 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch. The lights are on in the press box. You know, that means it's dark outside, and it is. This looks like a sunny 11 p.m. during the midnight sun game. No, more closer to midnight. We had a great night for the midnight sun game this year. Awesome weather, an incredible game, a comeback walk-off win for the GoldPanners over the San Diego Waves. Ripped to right field, a gapper to right center by Alexander. He drives in Flores and is going to stop at second base with a double, the third double of the inning, and the Panners lead by double digits. Some hard hit balls here in the 5th inning. And here comes Charlie Reynoso, and you got to figure that's it for Nathaniel Garcia. And it is. Pitching change coming up at Growden. 10-zip Panners in the 5th. The new pitcher for the Inland Valley Pirates is number 21, Anthony Barrera. Anthony Barrera, Chaffey College. Yeah, you remember him from yesterday. And he starts with strike one to Isaac Shook. Isaac 0 for 1 with a couple of walks, has scored a run. It has been a tough night on the mound for the Inland Valley Pirates. We'll see if Barrera can turn things around. $10-0. GoldPanners lead here in the 5th. 3 runs so far here in the inning. That's it for Nathaniel Garcia. He goes 2 2/3. He's still responsible for the runner at second base. That one's in the dirt, and the runner will take off for third and get there. Alexander on the wild pitch. We've had a bunch of those here tonight, too. Shook to third, or rather Alexander to third, Shook at the plate. And the new pitcher, Anthony Barrera. And it's lined to center field, a base hit for Shook, his first hit of the night. And it gets past Marquez, and it's going to go all the way to the center field fence. Shook is going to be held at third base. That is the second error of that style in this game for Pirate outfielders. My goodness.
Now to bat for your GoldPanners, number 12, Griffin Harrison.
And that's 2 for Marquez that get through him. RBI for Shook. And it's 11-0 Fairbanks. A couple of times tonight, head coach Charlie Reynoso has tried to gather his team and give what appears to be some motivational speeches. But the Pirates are struggling tonight. And the Panners more than happy to take advantage. Now the hits are piling up too for Fairbanks. Four in the inning, which makes 9 in the game. And Griffin Harrison, looking for his first hit of the night, takes down low, 2-1. And another long wait for Nolan Meredith, GoldPanners starter. You got to wonder at this point if he's coming out for another inning. It's a cold night. It's a long time to wait. This is the 8th batter of the inning. Ball 4 to Griffin Harrison. Gold at the corners.
Now to bat for your GoldPanners, number 2, Marty Munoz.
Marty Munoz, the 9th batter of the inning. Against Anthony Barrera now. Munoz takes ball 1. The 11 walks in the game for Pirates pitchers and a hit batsman.
That foul ball brought to you by the Glass Doctor. Hopefully no cars were harmed in the making of that last
Munoz fouls it out of play. He's 1 for 3 so far tonight. Gold at the corners. Munoz down the left field line. That's a base hit. Shuck comes in to score. Harrison on his way to third. He dives in safely, and Munoz goes to second base. RBI single for Munoz. two-hit night for Marty's. He continues to swing a hot bat. And now the 10th batter of the inning. And looks like Caden Clark's not going to continue, so it'll be UC San Diego. Second and third, 2 outs. The strike is called.
That foul ball brought to you by Downs, Tallarico, and Schwam.
Ball and 2 strikes here with runners at second and third. And Brock Kless, the 10th batter of the inning, with 2 away. 5 runs are in here in the 5th. And he takes ball 2 inside. Third pitcher of the game, Anthony Barrera, is on the mound. The 2-2 is hit high and deep into center field. Back goes Marquez, back, and Marquez reaches up. He's unable to make the catch. It bounces in front of the fence. 2 runs come in as Harrison and Munoz both score. And it's 14-0 GoldPanners. Wow. And we've talked about the comebacks in the first 2 games. If the Pirates come back in this one, we're going to be here till midnight. Dominic Hughes takes a strike. The 11th batter of the inning. A 7-run inning. And we are in the 5th. Hughes has been on base every time. 3 walks, also reached on an error. He takes strike 2. It's 2-2 here against Barrera. So Eric Largent did not make it up here today, but we're going to have another guest joining us in the 6th. Sounds like GoldPanner assistant Jake Taylor is going to join us. Remember Jake from last night, right? Got some PannerVision time. This one has popped up into left, and Dobson is there to make the catch, and the 5th inning comes to a close after the GoldPanners sent 11 batters to the plate.
That there is only 62 more days until
and
your
score
UAF Nanook's team
7
is back on the ice.
runs.
That's
We are
right.
headed to the 6th. It's all GoldPanners,
Blue Gold game
14-0.
is scheduled
Absolutely crushed to left by Sean Rimmer. You're welcome. The rim shot onto 2nd Avenue gives the Goldpanners a 3-2 lead. And absolutely no doubt when that one came off the bat.
By number 22, Sean Rimmer.
A monster blast over the left field fence here at Growden. And Yavapai Sean Rimmer, the All-American, gives the Goldpanners the lead. And now he's going to try for 3rd. Here comes the throw, and it's there and out at 3rd base. Is Peyton for the 2nd out of the inning. San Diego Waves here next. They're off to a good start. Runner takes off. Here's a throw to 2nd.
By way of the mercy rule, I believe our game is officially over.
Well, how about that, everyone? The Panners have won the game.
Final score of this game.
Head coach Charlie Reynoso of the Pirates came out to speak to the umpiring crew, and then head coach of the Panners, Mark Lindsay, came over. And they have called this game with the Pirates down 14-0 after 5.
The University of Alaska Fairbanks,
And so the Panners run away with it here tonight. 14-0. Nolan Meredith with a complete game, the first complete game for a Goldpanners starter this year. He goes 5 scoreless on just 2 base hits. High fives all around for the Panners. They take 2 in a row.
Get your kazoos out, everybody.
And they're going to play Happy Boy. Happy Boy himself is not going to come out. He was waiting for the 7th. But the team's going to dance. The Panners dance their way to a 14-0 win over the Inland Valley Pirates. And we've got another one for you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Saturday night Goldpanner action. I'd like to thank you all so much for joining us for this one if you missed any of it. And if you missed our interview with Dave Nakama, assistant coach at Hawaii, then you can rewind the YouTube and check it out. Dave joined me at the top of the 2nd inning. Great interview. Former Goldpanner head coach and assistant at Hawaii. My thanks to Chris Carlson, engineering, producing the broadcast. Thank you to Dave Nakama for joining us. Happy trails back to Seattle, Dave, and eventually Hawaii. The Panners celebrate victory, their 2nd straight, and they take a 2-1 series lead over the Inland Valley Pirates, and we'll be back with Game 4 tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
Thank you all so much.
Garrel Von Dane saying good night from rainy, cloudy Fairbanks. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great Friday, everybody, and be safe. Tomorrow, tune in, turn on, and pan out. Good night, everyone.